Hey, this is Molly Patrick, and you're listening to the Clean Food Dirty Girl podcast. We are all about helping people eat more plants and celebrating imperfection as we navigate life's messiness. Hey there, this is Molly, and welcome to this episode of the Clean Food Dirty Girl podcast. Oh, sweet pea. So every time I start recording something, or I'm doing a live video, or I have a coaching call, I close my door, and without fail, as soon as I start, Sweet Pea is at my door. Droplets on our connection calls, they know about this. They hear it happen all the time. And so as soon as I got on this podcast to record it, here's Sweet Pea at the door. Oh my gosh. And I'm just leaving it going because I'm not even going to start this again. So Sweet Pea, come here. Jeez. Oh well, I mean, it's a cute problem to have. All right. So it's been a while since I did an episode like this before. I have been doing a lot of kind of interview style. I don't know if like interview is really the right word. They're just like talks that I do with different people and a lot of different experts I've been talking to recently, just to get some good insights and really reliable, solid information about whole food, plant-based eating and nutrition and stuff like that. So it's been great to talk with, inviting people on the podcast and having awesome conversations. But I wanted to jump on here and just make one of these quick ones. First of all, just to say hello out there. And also to tell you about our Drop It April registration, or our spring registration. So check it out. We launched last January. We launched Drop It Club, and that is our plant-powered weight loss program. And it is about weight loss, but it's about so much more. And it is drastically different than anything else out there. The focus is on really getting like ridiculously healthy and doing this in a way that is kind and abundant and supportive and even loving. And we focus on the food, yes, of course, because the food is, of course, really important. And we focus on delicious food, like delicious food that you want to eat, that you look forward to eating. And this is also the type of food that happens to support you in a really, really positive, powerful way on reaching a healthy weight for your frame while feeling and looking amazing. And while we're at it, it's the same food that really helps protect from the chronic lifestyle related diseases out there, and also really helps with inflammation and, so many things. And it also, so there's this whole food component, but there's also this coaching component and really focusing on the mindset part of this. So because I have a background in whole food, plant-based eating and a background in coaching, I really wanted to put those two things together and kind of have the best of both worlds, so that the coaching really helps people follow the guidelines. Because, I mean, a lot of people know what to do and what to eat, and, eating healthy and moving your body. It's like all of these things that we know what to do, right? But the problem is that most people don't follow through with it on a consistent basis. And so much of that has to do with mindset and approaching this in a way that's really all or nothing, or in a way that's kind of has this air of perfectionism about it. And that really gets people in trouble. But also just looking at your thoughts and your beliefs and how those, are either supporting you or just not serving you on your way to your really healthy body goals and healthy weight goals and healthy, mindset goals as well. And so it's a really awesome program. We've been running it for over a year now. And we decided last year that we were going to close enrollment in January and then open it a couple times a year. And so that's coming up from April 1st to April 15th. You'll be able to join, and then we'll close enrollment, and we won't have another enrollment till probably the fall. So that's what or maybe the summer. I'm not sure. We haven't decided exactly yet, but we're going to open it up a couple more times during the year. But this will be enrollment or registration, whatever you want to call it, will be open from the 1st of April until the 15th of April, 2026. And so during this time, you can join us. You can enroll, and it's a really powerful program for many reasons. And one thing that's kind of cool, we're doing this sort of enrollment a little bit different. And so one of the things we did earlier this month was we opened a circle group for the Drop It community. And so the people in Drop It Club are lovingly referred to as droplets. And so we invited every droplet to come into this circle community that we created. Circle is a platform that houses different communities, kind of like a Facebook group, but much more helpful, in my opinion, and less distracting. It doesn't have ads. It's very organized. It's a really awesome place to have communities. And so I had been wanting to do this for a while, and we finally did it. And I'm really, really excited about it. And people are having an awesome time. So we have different spaces that you can, different topics to share pictures and share wins and have discussions. And it's just a really beautiful place. And the people in this program, our droplets, are some of the most wonderful, fabulous people. And they really make this program special because they understand the struggles. They understand the challenges. They're going through the same thing. And so there's a ton of support just by being part of this community and being able to talk with them and being able to interact and ask questions and hear insights from somebody else. I think it's such a powerful thing. And it's a really lovely thing to be part of a community of people who are going through something similar, like whether that is transitioning to a plant-based diet or working on getting really healthy or working on, quitting drinking or exercise, like whatever it is. It's great to have your people and find your people. And so this circle group is fantastic, and it is really a really special place to be. And so what we decided to do, which would be really cool and really different from anything we've ever done, is to give people who were thinking about joining Drop It Club, giving them an opportunity to get a taste of it before they commit. And so what we're doing is we are offering community spring passes into the circle community, and being able to, when you do that, actually join the coaching calls that I give and join the workshops that we do and join the accountability hour that we do as well every month. And so, this component, or this part, these calls, these live calls, and this community is such a big part of this program. And it's a really big part of why people are getting a lot of results and being able to stick with this and moving forward when they haven't been able to move forward before and continue on with something and get results. And so I really wanted to give people like a little taste of how special this is and just kind of what to expect. Because how it's set up is we have the Drop It Hub is kind of like the classroom where all of the material from Drop It is. This gives you all of the guidelines for all of the phases. It gives you recipes. It gives you tons of success tools, different mini videos and mini downloads. It gives you worksheets. It kind of gives you the whole structure and all of it gives you like a blueprint basically of what to follow. And it gives you a bunch of kind of very helpful prompts and tools to follow along. So this is, we call it the Drop It Hub. So this is where you get all of your material for the program and where you're really going to go and look and see, okay, what guidelines am I following? How long am I following them? What adjustments do I make? What tweaks do I make? We really lay it all out for you. So there's that component. And then we also have our weekly connection calls, which are the coaching calls where I get on there and I teach, I inspire, and then I also ask or answer people's questions. And I also invite people up for coaching so I can coach them in real time, which is super helpful. Then we have our accountability hour every month, and that is just a place for droplets to come together and go into little breakout rooms and get to talk to each other and just connect and get to know each other and feel like they're like actually having like a coffee date or a tea date. And it's really great. And then we also have monthly workshops. So the April workshop, I've actually asked my trainer, Nicole, to put together a movement workshop. It's going to be live. We're going to be doing it the beginning part of April. Forget exactly what day, but I asked her to design an hour-long movement workshop specifically for people in Drop It Club, using nothing but their own body weight and probably a chair and like a towel. So you won't need any equipment. You won't need to buy like special weights or anything. She's going to give you a workout that you can do anytime, kind of using your own weight in your own body. So I'm really excited about that. We have different topics every month for workshops. So I have workshops coming up about sugar. I have a meditation workshop coming up. So every month it's a different one. And all of the replays of all the past workshops are in the hub. And so if you join, you can watch all of those past workshops and watch the replays of them. And I've done all kinds of them. I've done one a month since we started. And so there's a lot of very helpful topics. I did a workshop about emotional eating. I did a breakfast workshop. I did a batching workshop. I did a like loving your body workshop. So many good ones, and I'll just continue to do those. And so we have the hub, we have the calls, and then we have the circle community where you can post for accountability. You can ask questions. You can share pictures of your food. You can ask people what recipes they're using. You can connect with other droplets. You can vent. You can celebrate. And so it's really those are the three kind of main components of this program, but it's really robust and it's really awesome. So I wanted to figure out a way how to give you all kind of a taste of this and show you like, hey, I can tell you how awesome it is. And I've done interviews and podcasts with people who are in Drop It who have gotten amazing results. And those are always really powerful. And I can share testimonials with you. Like I can do that all day long. And that's great. That's helpful. But if you could actually experience a little bit of Drop It yourself and participate in some of the calls, participate in April's workshop, participate in the circle community, I think it's gonna really give you a good understanding about the program, about sort of the way that I approach this and how it's so much different from any other program out there regarding weight and the body. It's all based on compassion and support and abundance and love and patience and imperfection. And it's a radically different approach that is like a breath of fresh air for people. And so it's funny because I just got off from a connection call right before I started recording this podcast, and I wanted to, take the chance, say, okay, who here feels like this is hard? Raise your hand if you're feeling like this is challenging, if it's really, really hard for you, if it's sucking. Like, I want to know. And everybody was like, no, this is empowering. It's great. I feel so good. Like, this is, this is totally doable. This isn't challenging. This isn't hard. I was like, okay, then nothing to coach on. And sometimes there will be parts of the program that are challenging for people, and they will come on, they'll raise their hand. I will talk with them about it. Maybe there's a guideline that kind of needs to be tweaked for them because of X, Y, or Z, right? We're all so different. And then we'll look at it and tweak things. And the whole point of this is that there is like no one best solution. And even this, we have guidelines, we have suggestions. But even within that, things may need to be tweaked a little bit for you. And I don't want this to be so rigid that you feel that like, oh, well, if I can't do this, then I'm doomed. Not at all. If there, and ultimately what I want people to walk away with is this feeling of, this is manageable. I actually enjoy this, and it's going to be just part of my life. And I enjoy fueling with plants. I enjoy, eating really nutrient dense, healthy food. I enjoy moving my body, and it's something that lights me up and actually ultimately brings joy. And that is if we talk about that compared to a traditional diet, right? Because there's many different ways to lose weight. But if you compare that to something like, restricting your calories, or some, the deprivation model, it doesn't feel good. It's hard. It's challenging. It's not going to last because it sucks, because people don't enjoy that. It's not fun to restrict calories. It's not super fun to constantly count everything that you're putting in your mouth or weigh everything that you're putting in your mouth. And so this offers a totally different approach that has a lot more kind of freedom and livability packed into it. It's like you can live this. It's not something that you go on and off. It's something that you experience, and it's a way that you live your life, and it's a way that you want to live your life, not a way that you think that you should because this is the way you get results, but just that you enjoy it. And the results are sort of like a side effect of this way of living, way of eating, way of moving, way of thinking. So whenever I have a call, just like I did today, I said, okay, does it suck for anybody? Let's talk about it. And if it does suck, then let's change it and tweak it slightly to make some changes so that you don't feel like it sucks, because I don't want it to suck for people. I want people to enjoy it and to feel like it's doable. And that's why it's really helpful to have a coach and to have somebody every week who is like looking out for you, who is asking you, hey, what's it like this week? How are you this week? What are some of the challenges that has come up? How are you navigating the road bumps? Like, how are you thinking about this? What are you believing is true? Let's look at your thoughts around this. Let's look at your schedule. Let's look at, why the guidelines, or why a particular guideline isn't working for you. And let's figure out a way for it to work. It's like you really have me in the process as somebody who is really holding your hand through this process and is supporting you every step of the way. And so I'm really involved in it. Actually. And I love doing it. And I love the community that we've kind of created through this. I think it's really special, really unique, and loving and supportive, and all of that good stuff. So I would love for you, if this is something that you have thought about, and maybe, we've had people join who are wanting to release a considerable amount of weight, 50 to 100 pounds even. And then we've had people who are wanting to release 5 pounds. And we've had people join who are like, I don't really it's not really about the weight. I don't know if I have much to release or not, but I really, really want to be as healthy as I possibly can. And I want to see where my body goes, what my body is like when I am being really, really healthy, when I'm eating very plant powered, when I'm eating enough food, when I'm eating a wide range of whole plant foods, when I am moving my body, when I am not, eating at night after dinner, when I am being really mindful of how my body feels after I eat, when I look at my hunger scale, when I understand, how much food I really need and when to stop eating, and the different ways of being hungry. And, so much of this is about putting on a detective hat and getting curious about your body, about your hunger, about your relationship with food, about your relationship with your body, and about how your body responds to the guidelines. Like, this is what it's all about is, okay, here's the guidelines, follow them and see how your body responds, and start to be aware and start to pay attention and notice what starts to happen. And so it's really intriguing, wonderful, wonderful work. And so for some people, they're like, I don't really know if I have any weight to release, but I am curious how I'm going to feel and how my body is going to look and operate when I am making the most healthy choices, and see kind of what happens after the dust settles, after, becoming really, really healthy. Some people are just curious about that. And so you don't, if you're like, well, I don't really have much weight to release, but I do really, really want to focus on my health, this would be a great program for you. So it's not all about releasing weight. If that's not what you are, if that's not top of mind for you right now, you're more focusing on the healthy stuff, this program is totally for you. It does require you to do this for at least 3 months. So I did not want this to be kind of a quick thing. And so I knew that I wanted people to at least commit for 3 months. And then, because you're not going to really, there's a lot of reasons for this, but a big reason was that during these 3 months, you're going to be imperfect. There's going to be moments where you don't follow the guidelines. Life is going to happen, weddings or birthdays or celebrations or really big sadness or some, life stuff that happens. And you're not going to follow the guidelines. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have a choice. And what I always tell people, and part of this program is like, there's no starting over. You just keep making the next best choice. And so 3 months is a long enough time for you to not be perfect and prove to yourself that you can keep moving forward anyways. And that's when you are going to get the results, because we all are not perfect. But when we allow that imperfection to always keep us starting over and never progressing, that's when we won't get anywhere. And so it's really important that you're not perfect and you learn how to go forward even when you're not perfect. And so 3 months, that may or may not happen in 6 weeks, or, even 2 months or 1 month. But in 3 months, there's probably a pretty good chance that like life stuff is going to happen, and you're going to navigate your way through it, and you're going to have me to kind of help you navigate your way through it. So it does require that. And it also is a very plant-powered approach. Now, this isn't to say that you have to be totally plant-based. We kind of meet you where you're at. And if you're not totally plant-based, that's not to say that this won't work or that you aren't welcome, because you definitely are. You will just have to kind of tweak things a little bit. And there's more guidelines to this than just food. So there's food guidelines, but there's also other guidelines that have nothing to do with food. And so even if you're not totally plant-based, that's okay. Come explore, come join. You can still put most of the guidelines to use, and you can still incorporate certain things that you want to keep in your life. That works too. So I would love for you to join us for this community spring pass. And really see for yourself what this is all about and experience my coaching, experience the workshops, experience the community, and experience really being part of this, and see if it's something that resonates with you, and that if it's, if it's a good fit, then sign up and I would love to have you get started. So April 1st through April 15th is registration, and you can it's free to sign up for the spring pass, and that'll be good from the 1st to the 15th. So, the sooner the better, because we're going to have a lot of calls the first like 9 days of April. And then we'll have some stuff going on after that as well, up until the 15th. We'll have regular drop it stuff. So we'll have the regular coaching calls, the regular accountability hour, the regular workshop, and I will also be doing kind of some live events within Circle as well. So if you want to sign up, you can go to dropitclub.com and get registered there, or you can click the link in the show notes of this episode, and we'll have the link for you to click, and then you can sign up there. Okay. I can't wait to see you, and I hope you join me. It's just such a wonderful part of my life doing this, and I just really love all of the droplets, and I'm super, I don't know, I just love seeing these wins, all the wins, and we really celebrate not just the scale wins or the measurement wins or the clothing wins, but we celebrate all of the wins. And so many of the kind of victories that people celebrate the most don't even have to do with weight. It has to do with mindset, or learning something about themselves, or understanding or processing an emotion for the first time instead of eating it. There's so many opportunities to grow and to learn different ways of coping with life, and a lot of tools that you can start using to really put into practice. And a lot of these things help with not just your health and your weight, but with life, all kinds of life events and life things that come up, whether that be job related or relationship related, business related. I mean, a lot of it kind of spills over. So there's a lot of skills to learn, and there's a lot of ways to grow. So I would love for you to grab a community spring pass and to check it out and see what it's all about. And I hope to see you on a call soon. Okay, I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Did you know that Clean Food Dirty Girl has a club? We do. It's called the Clean Food Dirty Girl Meal Plan Club. And if you want to eat more plant-based meals that are delicious, that are damn good, that will have you craving them, if you want to feel energized and healthy from head to toe, if you want to save time in the kitchen each week, if you want to use all of the groceries that you actually buy, and if you want the omnivores in your life to say, yum, to the plant-based meals that you're cooking, you have got to join us. Go to cleanfooddyrtygirl.com, and on the homepage, you can find out more. I would love to see you in the club. It is the best. Come find out what all the buzz is about. It is life-changing, and I would love to have you. Thank you for listening to this podcast and for being in our sphere. If you can rate and review this podcast wherever you listen to them, that would be badass. Thank you so much for spreading the dirty love.